Hey guys, what's going on? I'm actually here to do probably a back-to-back-to-back video series. I'm always behind on this channel and I apologize once again. Accept me for my faults. At this point, it doesn't look like things are going to get much better. What I wanted to say is I need to get out 3 different videos. I really don't want to cram them together. So instead of trying to just make it a hodgepodge of stuff, I'm going to roll out 3 videos over the next week maybe. And the videos I'll be giving you, of course, this first one is going to be my Christmas haul. It'll be short and sweet. The next one will be another Blu-ray update, just updating you the things I've got over like the last 2 or 3 months that weren't steelbooks. There are a couple more new ones. And then, of course, I will have a Laserdisc update. So just a little FYI, you guys will see some more stuff, so just check back with me. So let's go ahead and jump into my Christmas haul. I got a lot of stuff you guys are probably not that interested in seeing. Things like clothes, things like gift certificates, stuff like that. So what I'm going to show you is the things that I would think you're interested in that I either received directly or I purchased with the gift certificates that I received. The first thing I'm going to show is something you guys have probably already seen. It's what I got from my buddy Owen, and this is a Christmas present. And I got Far Cry on PS3. We've been playing that. Definitely go check out Owen Neal's channel if you guys want to see us playing this. We're doing the co-op missions right now. And then, of course, he sent me a CD as well. This is Jake Lyons, his friend, and my friend too. Person that's always on his channel a lot with him when they're doing stuff. Jake and Owen. You'll get to see this guy, and that's one of his CDs, which is really cool. Now let me show you some stuff I got from my grandparents. I finally got this, the Indiana Jones set, which you guys have probably seen that and everything. Really cool. I enjoyed watching it. The special features and everything are pretty cool. My only question to you guys is if you know if the special features that were on the original Indiana Jones and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, if those special features are transferred over to that. I hadn't had a chance to dig through all that, but if you know for sure if they all are over there, I'm thinking that I might do away with that Blu-ray. I'll go dig it out wherever it is and maybe trade it in or something. Also got from my grandparents this, which is another Hallmark keepsake ornament. I actually usually get one of these, sometimes Star Trek, sometimes Star Wars, sometimes just sci-fi related. Last year I showed a couple of these. If for some reason you guys would like to see just my collection, because I got a lot of these going back over the last probably 12 to 15 years, somewhere in that range, probably since 98 for sure, somewhere around there. But if you'd like to see those, maybe I'll do a video on that later if I get, enough interest in it. Here's the box. This is what it looks like. It's called An Extraordinary Meeting, and it is the old and young Spock when they meet together in the new 2009. That feature film that was done by J.J. Abrams. I'll go ahead and give you the sound feature from this. It's here on the back. This is what it looks like, of course. Hopefully that's focusing even halfway decent. But
Father, I am not our father.
And then, of course, there's more. But
why did you say Kirkaboard when you alone could have explained the truth? Because you needed each other. I could not deprive you of the revelation of all that you could accomplish together. Of a friendship that will define you both.
Pretty cool. I like these because they sit well on the shelf. They're not actually something you have to use as an ornament on the tree. I'll show what my cousin got me, which was really cool. She's so awesome. She always does a good job of trying to find things that are very specifically things that I want. I got Fast Times at Ridgemont High, which has been on my wish list for a really long time, probably like a good year and a half. So I finally got that on Blu-ray. I hadn't seen it in a while, and I watched it, and I love this film. It's one of those movies that's it's funny, but in a weird way, it's always funnier the way you remember it. When you actually watch it, it's more for me just a bigger nostalgia thing. I just really enjoyed just seeing the 80s. Fast Times at Ridgemont High is kind of like a window into the 80s without being too, cheesy and too much of a comedy thing. It's a lot of just looking at the 80s. But yes, a classic if you've never seen that. Then, of course, I got The Office also. This is season 8. I have all of The Office sets. All the ones that are on Blu-ray I've got on Blu-ray, and then I think the first like 4 or whatever that they have out on DVD, I've got those still on DVD. I still really like this show. I was kind of disappointed that Steve Carell left, but at the same time, I'm still enjoying it, even though he's gone. It's not exactly the same, but they keep bringing on new characters that I still have interest in. I really like Erin. I think she's hilarious, the new receptionist. I think she's really funny. She's one of my favorite people on there, so I always look forward to the new episodes. This is another one I got. I haven't opened this yet. Might as well open it now. This has been on my wish list for a long time. This is the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, which to me is just, it's a classic. I was really glad to get it for Christmas because I've been kind of in the mood to watch it. You're like, Christmas time, it's all this candy and stuff, and it just feels sort of like a Christmas movie, even though it's not. I think this is one of those movies that goes good about with any holiday. I don't know. I thought it was cool to see that they did this in a digibook. Get a chance to see this in HD, and I'm glad that I finally will be able to, because I'm sure it looks, great. This is a very colorful, kind of brightly lit sort of movie, so I'm hoping it really pops in HD. But yes, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the original classic. You see a little bit of what the book looks like underneath there without that. Now I'll go ahead and jump into some of the things I bought with my gift certificates so far, and this will be kind of towards the end of it. I finally got Batman Dark Knight Returns Part 1. I think Part 2 is coming out pretty soon, but I got a chance to get this with the slipcover, and I thought, oh man, I'm going to grab that while it still has the slipcover. Pretty cool. I really like this. I hadn't read this graphic novel in a really long time, probably since the early 2000s, I think was the last time I read it. I used to actually have the individual parts, like the comics to this, and it was going for a lot of money, and I ended up having to let it go, back in the early 2000s. So I read it right before then, and I'm really kind of disappointed in myself that I let that, go, because it is worth quite a bit, but at the same time, it's just a cool thing to have because it's such an important comic. And in the whole scheme of how Batman has played out over the years, this is probably one of the most important Batman stories as far as setting the tone for the modern day Batman. So if you get a chance, definitely check this out. There'll be a lot of people that probably won't really dig it. It's a different kind of art style, but it's a similar art style to the original source material, so keep that in mind. Another one I got with some of my Christmas money is the Simpsons 15th season. I really still like The Simpsons. I prefer probably around the 4th season, I think, is probably one of my favorites. But honestly, I'm collecting all the Simpsons seasons. I still enjoy it. I still catch the new ones when I can. If I miss them, of course, I just always pick up these anyway. I've been picking up the last few seasons on Blu-ray instead of DVD. So I've got like a handful of these Blu-ray sets, whichever ones have come out. But I wish they would start catching up past season 20. They put out season 20, and we're kind of narrowing the gap between where they were at that time and season 20. But I wish they would do those 2 per year. Like put out 15 with 21, or it should have been like 22 when they put out 14. They should have put out 21, but whatever. I just got a feeling they're going to get towards the end finally. People are going to be really disappointed because it took so long that the DVD format will be dead for the people that are trying to collect the DVD version. And I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, why not just get it out there? Family Guy set I've got here is DVD, which I think that's the only way they make these. I'm pretty sure they haven't made any Blu-rays for Family Guy. Not that I'm aware of. I think the only Family Guy Blu-rays that I am aware of is the Star Wars ones that they did. But just the regular seasons are all DVD, which didn't make sense to me because they are doing those in high definition as they broadcast. Yeah, pretty funny one, volume 10 here. So that wraps up my Christmas haul. Of course, there was a few other things I got that were all stuff that I didn't think you guys were that interested in. So I'll just leave it at that. I will see you guys again pretty soon, where I will have another Blu-ray update and then a Laserdisc update. So I'm going to cut it here and I'm going to record that next video. So you guys stay tuned and it will pop up here in the next few days. Okay, see you later. Bye.